Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around we are talking about the PTS patch notes, and it's for the new Delves. So if you don't know what Delves is, it's basically a very awesome new update that are coming to Trove, and it's on the PTS server as of right now. So go check that out. In the corner you can see Path of Exile, what they did with Delve. It has actually the same name, funny enough. But this, in a nutshell, is the endless Shadow Towers idea I've had for a very long time. I've posted it to the devs multiple times, well, 2 times. And they saw it the second time, and they actually saw it, and now we have Delves. And I am not saying that the endless Shadow Tower idea was personally my idea, but I have promoted it many times, I've talked about it many times, I've pushed it onto the developers for a very, very long time. But basically, Delves is going to replace Shadow Towers. Shadow Towers is still going to be around, but there's not going to be any rewards for it. It's going to go all into Delves. And there's a massive, massive, very long, and I can just scroll a little bit. There's a massive patch notes to go over. And I will do that in another video where I talk about every single point. And but this is just going to be the TLDR video. I'm just going to go over it really quickly so you guys have an idea what it's about. But in the description there is of course a link to this one, so you can go check it out if you want to do so. But I'm going to really quickly just talk about the different things. So Delve is basically you go through a shadow-like kind of place. I haven't been there myself on the PTS server as of yet, but I will also do a video about that. I will also do a video about the Tomb Raider update as well, or the Tomb Raider, what it's gonna go down with that, as soon as I get onto the PTS server. But in this one, I'm just gonna talk about what Delve is and like the kind of updates that are coming, or you can look forward to when this hits the live servers. So Delve is basically endless Shadow Towers. It's a place where you go through a dungeon, and then you go to the next level, and then it's going to get harder and harder and harder, and also the rewards are then going to be better and better, of course, the deeper you can go. And you can do this in a public one, or you can do private, or you can do in a challenge. The challenge is not available on the PTS server yet, so I can't test that, but I can show you guys the public one, hopefully, and also the private one if I get so far. But Delve, this is Delve, and if you saw in the corner what Path of Exile done, it basically you go and it gets harder and harder, and you also have to have the materials from outside. You don't have to do this here. Basically, you take all the shadow stuff you have now, and you just turn it into Delve. So basically, everything is just changing name into something that is different, but it's another in-game one, and you can then basically go as far as you can, and then you can tell people or show people that you can go this far, basically. So that's what this all is about. There's a lot of questions in this, and it seems pretty long, but it's also basically a question like this answered. Players who log out while in queue will also be queued, unqueued, sorry. I wish that there would be some way to unqueue yourself without logging out, but I don't know if that's anything yet. But basically, you just go to the hub and you sign up there, and then you get into it. I don't know how it is with the private one or the challenge one yet. Hopefully, we can see that at some point during the PTR server, but right now we don't know how that really works, other than you have to craft a private one with some of the new currency that is also coming with delving through the delves, or going through the delves, speeding through the delves, however you want to do it. But basically, there's gonna be some trash monsters. You're gonna run through those, just like the Geo caves. You're gonna run through a Geo cave, and then you're gonna be a boss. You defeat the boss. You go to the next level, and so on, so on. I'm not precisely how it looks, and of course it doesn't look like anything that the Path of Exile. I just wanted to show you that other people have done the whole never-ending Shadow Towers, also greater rifts. If you are familiar with Diablo, basically the same thing, where you can go further and further down, and your rewards also get better and better. So this is basic what the Delves is, and like I said, I want to do a PTS server video where I kind of show you instead of just showing you text, show you what is basically going on, and I'll do that for this video, and also I'll do a video, like I said, for everything. I'm basically going over this, and we got the public delves, we got the private delves, and then we also got the rewards for the delves, and basically you can now get your Lunar Souls and your Titan Souls in delve instead of in the Shadow Towers. So that's basically that is basically it for those. There's a new module because you can use your modules in the delves basically, because it's something to do with Jude. So the modules has another function now as well. And then Shadow Day on Mondays are changed to Delve Days instead, and just have this instead. This is the Shadow Towers. Basically, they're just telling people with the Shadow Tower changes, we're ripping everything out of the Shadow Towers and we're putting into Delve. So that's what you have to do on Monday instead of doing Shadow Towers. And that's basically what it's really all about. And then there's some changes to the mastery. So basically, I don't think that this is the way to go with the mastery, just my personal thing. Basically, you only get reward for the first 200 levels of your mastery. So after that, it's just a number. It doesn't do anything at all. It does give you an unfair advantage if you are, let's say, 650 mastery compared to one that has 200. But now basically everybody is the same. From a content creator perspective, I like this because everybody gets equal and nobody's like, oh man, you are so high, why I can never get up there. And that's what I hear all the time, is like, I can never get 650 mastery, I can never get up there, it's so hard and stuff like that. But as it is right here, you can say, well, you just have to get to 200 and then you're done. So basically, all that frustration people have there from a content creator perspective, I kind of like. But from a player's perspective, that I have spent so much time trying to get so many masteries so I can get as strong as I am, it's not very good. And if I have to compare those two things, the content creator's perspective and the player perspective, I want to go with the player perspective. I think they should not change this at all. I think they should just keep it as it is. Maybe dial it down a little bit for every level, just like 0.2% for everything or whatever. Just dial it down a little bit for sure. Maybe I can get that behind that, but going this far, I don't think is the way to go for. I think you're gonna lose out on a lot of endgame players, and maybe that's not where your money lies. That's not if that's the kind of glasses you have on to where's the money coming from, because that is important to have for a company for sure. I get it, but some of your high-end players are definitely going to feel cheated going into this for sure. But enough about that. There's a lot of discussion about it right now. There's just my 2 cents, and that's at least what I would like to not see changed. Then there's some adjustments to some of the mastery. I'm not going to go over that. And then there's the Tomb Raiser update. I haven't tested it out yet. I'm really looking forward to, because it kind of looks interesting, but I am not sure. Changes to the Magic Find. I just want to talk really quickly about that. After 150 mastery, the bonus gets multiplicative. I think I said it remotely correctly, hopefully. But there was a thing that usually people said that as for Stellars to drop, you need to have between 400 Magic Find to 600 Magic Find. That's where people like kind of had their speculations about when Stellars are going to drop. Maybe it's down to 150 now because we got our Crystal Gear, and yeah, I think that might be also a thing. Oh, one thing I did also not remember to I've almost forgot to mention is that in the delves you're also going to get Crystal 4 gear. I forgot to mention that. That's kind of important. I forgot. I just remembered now that we talked about Stellar gear, and I remember Crystal gear, and then I remembered that Crystal 4 gear also drops in the delve. So if you wanted to get that, yeah, it's probably going to be very hard to get a hold of, but it is in there for sure. So going on, the tomes are basically just changed. So basically, you just get a lot of experience for everything. Not more than usually, but you just get experience for what. It's basically more, if you do something, you get experience for it. It's kind of just like that. Then there's the new player login bonuses. I could get it on the PTS server before, but I don't know if it works for all players, but I'm not going to talk much about it. There was some frameworks changes. If you were into building, make sure you check those out. There was some new some new dungeons added and some new styles added, and then there's additional updates. There's a bunch of additional updates. Some of them are kind of, kind of okay, and some of them are just not very useful. But the one thing I do want to say about additional updates is that the players can now donate Club It to clubs that they're not a part of. So basically you can sell Club It or buy Club It, basically. But make sure you don't get scammed, guys. Don't get scammed by somebody that doesn't pay you or something like that. Only buy or sell to people that you trust. Don't get scammed. I'm just saying it right now. So don't get scammed. Just don't. Okay. But I like the idea that you can help out other people that you're not a club of. I think that's fine. But again, don't get scammed, because you can now donate to clubs you're not a part of. So you're not contributing to yourself, basically. You're just but you can if you want some flux, right? But that was the TLDR of the Delve update. I'm not going to talk much more about it. Like I said, I'm going to do a full video about everything there is to about the PTS notes and stuff like that. Go over every single thing there is, or more or less every single one of them. And also, like I said, I'm going to do a video where I show the delves in action, and also a video about the Tomb Raiser, how it works now, basically. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, if you found it informative, make sure you like it, and also maybe just comment down below how you feel about the delves, if you tried it out. And again, if you also would like to see more, make sure you of course subscribe to the channel. Helps me out very much and gets the message to more people, which is amazing, and also is appreciated very much from me. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!